Please like and subscribe. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Johnny Whips here. Thank you for your love and your support on the first video about my story and how I bought my 2006 BMW Z4. And today we have a new episode, and I'm gonna check 5 things I love about my 2006 BMW Z4 Si. Stick around. Alright, the first and foremost thing I gotta talk about is the design, which I believe is the number one criteria that somebody buys a car. Obviously, I really love the design. I am grateful to this gentleman right here. His name is Anders Warming, and he's a Danish car designer. Lately, he's been appointed the director of design of Rolls-Royce. And the most remarkable thing this gentleman did here is when designers sketch concept cars, they often don't end up becoming real vehicles. And it's tricky to replicate the same curves in the metal, but with the Z4 it's remarkably close to its original design, as you can see in the original sketch here. What I mean is, I want you to follow this line from the headlights all the way to the hood, then continue to the door and the door handle, which is so seamlessly integrated into the design. Then the other line from the tail lights to the quarter panel should meet it, creating an interesting curvy and masculine look, in my opinion. Then last but not least, while we're still discussing the design aspect, let's talk about the line that follows the same angle as the windshield, and it descends with a horizontal line that forms the letter Z. You guys see it? See the Z? This design element creates the illusion of a side skirt like the modern cars, giving the car more masculine look and effectively separating the cabin from the rest of the body. Second thing I want to talk about is the interior. And this interior feels very cozy, very nice, very minimal, very modern, if you ask me. Okay, obviously it's a roadster. You're not gonna have much of a storage and space, but this interior is pretty decent. It has this aluminum trim all the way around, which creates a little more contemporary design and style. It doesn't have many buttons. Fortunately, this one doesn't have the screen. There is a lots of Z's from this era that they have a pop-up screen over there. You have very, very comfortable seats. I'm lucky to get these bucket seats, which is also one of my favorite things. They're very sporty, they hug you, and the leather is good. It's not like today's standards, which is all faux leather. You have your glove box here, a little more storage here. These cars used to come with the aluminum trim and the good trim. The ones with the aluminum trim have aged much better and they're much more desirable. Another thing that I love about this interior is how everything is built. The quality, the leather, the buttons, the plastic. And even though this is still plastic, look the attention to detail. Looking like aluminum, but still looks so good. The attention to detail is amazing in this car. Here too. This thing is also wrapped in leather. The handbrake wrapped in leather with some stitching here. Lots of attention to detail. I really love these little cushions here for my leg. Everything is well made in here with aluminum again around the divider here. Aluminum accents and details everywhere. On the gear lever here. On the steering wheel, I really love the steering wheel. It's very sporty and unique. I think this is the only BMW that actually has this steering wheel. There is no other BMW with this steering wheel. It's been made specifically for the Z4. Then you have your door handles. They also have aluminum accents. The door is wrapped in leather. I have heated seats, which I love it because I can cruise around with the top down and have the seats on and the heat on the feet, so it doesn't really bother me with the top down. I enjoy it, to be honest with you. I enjoy it more in the winter rather in the summer, because in the summer it's very hot. So in the winter, with the heat on and the heated seats, you can cruise around with comfort. Number three, the drop top. Check it out. Fast and efficient. You can literally open it at the stop sign. Check it out. Even though it's freezing. Sometimes you gotta push it a little bit. Encourage it. Voila. Now we gotta close it. Effortless. Convertible. You still get a proper glass rear window, not that cheap plastic stuff you see on older convertibles. And the quality overall is actually really solid. It seals well, no latches, it holds up, and honestly, there is a reason modern cars are going back to soft tops. They're lighter, simpler, and you get more connected driving feel. Sometimes the old school solution just works better. That's it. Practicality. Number four, practicality. People don't really expect this, but the E85 Z4 is actually pretty practical for what it is. It's about 13.4 feet long, 5.8 feet wide, and just over 4.2 feet tall. That compact size makes it super easy to live with, especially in a big city like I do. You still get a usable trunk at around 260 liters, enough for groceries or a weekend bag, or maybe two. And inside, it doesn't feel cramped at all. It's not a family car, obviously, but for a two-seat roadster, it's way more livable than people think. Number five, and this is one that really matters, and it's one of my favorite aspects of the car, the upgraded tail lights. They completely change the way the car looks from the back. They're clean, modern, and at night they honestly feel closer to a newer BMW rather than a 20-year-old roadster. It's a small upgrade, but it keeps the Z4 from feeling dated and ties the whole design together. Details like this are why this car still works today. And fun fact, I was rear-ended at a traffic light a couple of months ago, and both of my tail lights shattered. Unfortunately, BMW doesn't manufacture any parts for this car, so I was trying to find them on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and junkyards in the US, but I couldn't find anything. We eventually located them in a junkyard in Greece. My body shop recommended that I get the older ones from '05 and below, but I refused because this is one of my favorite things about this car, and that's why it made the list today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.